Alright, here we are at the design project for the desk that I've already built. So let's go. I start off with two pieces at 600mm square. They are made out of 18mm form ply. Alright, they are slightly different. One has cupboard doors, the other has drawers. So this one on this side has a computer pocket in it basically. So 350, enter. So it's got a gap at the back that allows the computer to slide into sideways, and then all the back of the computer is still accessible. Okay, so these sides are 650 tall and they are separate pieces and they are screwed up from underneath. No pocket holes. In fact, pocket holes are banned in Australia. They are notched out on each corner. So I've got a little notch out here for where the steel rim goes around the front of the desktop. Alright, there's my cabinet. So what's underneath these, just a bit of a decorative element, and also to get it up to the right height, is a foot that's made out of jarrah. It's 100 by 550 and I needed 70mm to get that up to height. So this one is made out of a nice timber called jarrah that we have here in Western Australia. I'd say we have it here in abundance, but we don't. We used it all. We all sent it to England. So we've got to use recycled stuff most of the time. So in my Google wood pile here, what have I got? Cherry. I'll just do it. Cherry's probably as close as I'm going to get. So the desk just sort of floats in the air, sitting up like wings on those, which are on the internals there. Alright, the rest of it is, let's just do a colour on the edges here. That black will be black enough. So that's basically the carcass. I might just undo that. It's a bit too black for drawing purposes. Alright, the next stage of this was just reinforcing it with some 90 by 35 pine. Right, so this one came out to here, further than that. This supports the desk the whole way along. Alright, so let's go 90 by 35 again. Came out to meet it. In fact, they checked into each other like that. Alright, so those lines hopefully will disappear. Okay, so that was the frame for that side, and the computer sits in there, and this frame is bolted or bugle screwed to the tabletop. That's what holds everything together. Alright, on this side we had a very similar situation. We had to keep everything straight. 90 by 35 piece here, and that just went side to side and on that angle to help maintain square. And then in this position here we had a flat one, and it's mainly in there to support the front, but it couldn't be the other way because it would have clashed the drawer that's sliding in and out there. So that is basically the carcass. So we've got those pieces of pine in there for reinforcement, and they just were screwed directly to the tabletop. And I used stainless steel bugle screws because I wanted to make a bit of a feature of how it was screwed together. I don't like to hide things if I can avoid it. But on the screwing these cabinets together, I didn't want to use pocket screws, so I screwed them up from underneath straight into the end grain. Bus bus. No pilot holes. No clearance holes, but I think I got a good enough strong joint. So that's how we do it. So those ones were hidden by the fact that they come up from underneath, and these ones I went in from the side like that, but they're hidden by the desktop and the overhang of the desktop. So basically a lot of screws went into this project, but if you look at it from any of the visible angles, you don't see any of them, which is what I was trying to achieve. Alright, so once we've made those two carcasses, let's make the desktop. 2070 550. Alright, so there's my desktop. Same again, 18 mils. Alright, so then 65, 35, blue axis, vertical. Alright, okay. So what I'm going to do on this is draw my piece of pipe. Okay, 6 by 6 again, 6,6. Just round these off. I'm going to use the circle tool. Okay, now this is 3 millimeters. 3 millimeter wall thickness. I need minimum that for my welding. If I was better at welding, I could use a thinner material, but I can assure you I'm not. Even this 3 mil I managed to burn holes in. I heard someone at the pub once describing life mistakes with wish he could have pressed Ctrl Z. Why not colour it in as steel? This is the time to do it. Alright, let's just say it's polished aluminium. I'll colour that in. Okay, we'll go to tools, follow me, grab it, red line, keep going. Just to the end of that red line, there you go. So that's basically how we did it. Then underneath here, I just basically had some little tabs, just random metal tabs, just like that. Couple of screws. That was just enough to stay out of the way of the carcasses and hold that to that. Because basically a lot of the structure of this desk comes from the desktop. Because of the way this hangs out the side like wings like this, there's quite a bit of structure in this desktop. And if you're going to use a steel rail in something, you may as well make it structural. I'm not a fan of just having things there for decorative effect. Alright, so I'm going to choose a point and I'm going to move it. Let's highlight what I want to move, get it all. Then we're going to pick the move command. So I'm going to pick that little point there, the inside of my tab there. Hopefully my tab's not too big. I'm going to pick that. I'm going to pick that up and I'm going to put that on there. Did I get that centered? Did I do that right? Yes, I did. You're asking why is there a gap there? I can hear everyone at home saying that. There is actually a piece of form ply in there that I forgot to add. So can I add it now? Of course I can. So let's just go up 18. Let's put a line in, green axis, and this goes across to there. And then that just comes across there. Let's go to there. Okay. So that's basically the desk finished. Obviously I had to put the shelves in and the cupboard doors, and then here I had to put in 3 drawers, but that's what it looks like in the end. So let me just quickly render this. It looks a bit confrontational, all black, but it's not really a gloss black. Okay, I better just carry that cherry over there. Cherry over here. Let's get this black back in black. Now that's a mistake. On here you do see a bit of timber work. So that's basically what you see of the carcasses. Alright, I just forgot to add one little detail. There's a 90 by 35 piece of pine just goes in there, just reinforces everything. Don't forget that if you're building it at home.